full of bones. Don't want to eat that. And the head, well, I did actually eat the cheeks, but the rest is, it's the head. So let's get that chopped up. Any knife will do. Let's start from the back. Who else likes taking it from the back? Anyway, maybe cut it into steaks, like an inch thick, so like 2 to 3 centimeters. And you always want to find the spot between the vertebrae where your knife goes through rather easily. Oh, look at that meat. Look at this perfect meat. You can't tell me that doesn't look good. Here we have a salt brine, but 5 to 10% brine. You let it soak in there. But yeah, so far so good. Come on, let me find the. Okay, I already in it. Let me wash off that little knife. Danny, what's up? Because this little knife should be perfect too. Find a way through that vertebrae. Yep. Here's one of those long bones, which is actually not a bone. It's a calcified tendon, is what it really is. They run out throughout the entire length of the eel and get thicker towards and more dense towards the tail, which is why you cut off the tail piece. On a big eel, you don't have to cut off like a small portion of the tail. On a small eel, you have to cut off basically the back half of the fish. You can only really eat this front section on a small conger. While on a bigger one, you can eat like up to 3/4 of the fish, which is another reason I don't like taking really small congers. And you can fillet them, but in my opinion, making steaks is the way to go. I've tried both. I don't think I'll ever fillet a conger again. Into that salt brine. And this fish is from Tuesday. Yeah, but it's been kept on ice the entire time. Come on. Yeah. What up? Don't I maybe have one already? You might have a point though. I should somewhere actually have a cleaver, but you can try this knife that's a bit bigger. Let's hone the edge real quick. All right, let's see if this is any better. It is. Somewhat. Let's get these two bones out, or let's just leave them in, but since they're long pieces, it should be easy to get them out. But I do see the advantage of a cleaver, which for normal filleting is just non-existent, you know. Normally for pushing a fish, the cleaver is utterly useless, but on this it might actually have a point. Anyway, let's get these pieces out of the brine. They've been soaking in here the longest. Now we might just spread it out like this. Stitches. Who's gonna be needing stitches? Time for a little knife. Oh, now you can just break it. But maybe the little knife will still come in handy. Yep. Pop that through. So they should not cut all the way through just yet. Okay, the long knife. This has the advantage of just longer strokes. All right, let's get some of those pieces out of the brine too. I should be in there for long enough. All right. What's up? Let's go, Burko. Yeah. This conger is going to be absolutely delicious. The Mediterranean conger, especially, is a northwestern. For some reason, they're a lot cleaner in taste than any other conger I've dealt with so far. I've eaten congers from a lot of different places. The British Channel, from the Eastern Mediterranean, like Croatia. I've eaten them in Norway. All good eating fish. With this Western Mediterranean conger is something else. Don't ask me why, but it is. So yeah. Okay, let's just cut this into once. Let's cut these belly flaps apart into two more steaks with belly flaps attached. All right. Now we just cut this front piece off. Voila! And we still got some Moray eel up here. I would have caught a bigger one too, but this is already a good sized Mediterranean Moray. They're really good eating. They're better eating than conger, and conger are really good eating if you know what you're doing. Conger eels are one of those fish that get a lot of hate from people who prepare them incorrectly. But if you know what you're doing, delicious. One of the best fish out there. I do have some vacuum seal bags, but honestly, I probably won't need them and can't be asked to get them right now, honestly. Because the delivery guy dropped them off. Not where they should have, but somewhere else. It would take me a minute to get them. So 2 steaks, I think, is going to make a good meal. Or how much is this? It's 300 grams. Honestly, that's 2 meals, but that still works. 2 meals right here. Yeah, 1 steak will be 1 meal. So you've got a lot of steaks, as you can tell. And if each steak is makes up for 1 meal, you can see how that's a lot of food. Probably like 20 meals. And we still have 2 smaller Moray eels in the fridge, by the way. But those smaller Morays, they're from Thursday night. Well, this Moray and this Conger are from Tuesday night, so. I'll just have 1 meal from these, and I'll be freezing the rest. And so 2 Morays I have that are fresher. I'll be eating them during the week. These two fish I caught on Tuesday night, but they've been on ice ever since. Like properly on ice and cleaned right away. So I ain't worried. I ain't worried about them if they're still good or not. I know they are. Also, I've worked as a commercial guy. I know a thing or two about keeping fish fresh. I wouldn't trust anyone else if they told me they've caught a fish 5 days ago. I wouldn't be so sure if I should eat that or not, but I trust myself enough. Also, my fridge is literally at 1 degree Celsius, so 1 degree above freezing. So super cold, and it's a very good quality fridge that really keeps a stable low temperature. So yeah, I've literally aged meat like 2 months past its use by date in that fridge. No problems. I've even eaten meat raw that out of that fridge that was weeks past its use by date. That's how good that fridge is. Alrighty. Knowing your fridge is like a big deal. Because the same stuff that keeps like 3 weeks in my fridge might only keep 3 to 4 days in another fridge. It is that big of a difference. So if you hear something that sounds wild, it might just be because you're used to a different kind of fridge. So yeah. anyway. All right, all of these are going in the fridge, and then I'll freeze them one by one. That way, you know, they get basically flash frozen, because my freezer is also very, very cold. A lot colder than a standard freezer. Should we just do 3? Yeah, we'll just do these 3 pieces in one bag now, and this is what you're going to be eating now. Basically for breakfast. Here, buddy. One sec. Okay. Let's give our cutting board a quick rinse and a knife before moving on to our Moray. I'm just chopping my knife a tiny bit. Okay. That's good. Voila. Right. Since this is what I'm eating, I'll be eating. Let's get it out of here. And let's also wash. Or here. Just to get all of the Conger stuff off, because it's, if you fish stuff, it's not a big deal. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't matter. All right. Here's a Moray eel brine. You just fry them up in like shallow fry or sear them in a pan. Simple. Simple is best. You can use a little bit of garlic You can make a marinade if you like, with some soy sauce and lemon, and some herbs and garlic. That works really well. But the thing is, these Northwestern Mediterranean eels, they have such a clean flavor all by themselves. I don't really want to change the flavor. So I think this moray might also be big enough to do steaks as well. I've never made a moray eel into steaks. I've always just fried them up like I would with a freshwater eel. But one that would be even bigger, I would definitely make steaks from. But yeah. That works decently well, I guess. But honestly, I don't know, man. Maybe it's best if or maybe cutting it this way. Yeah. That works much better. You might honestly skin them like this. Let's see. What if we just... That works. Works surprisingly well. Some moray eel nuggets. By the way, you do have to watch out with ciguatera poisoning if you eat moray eel. In the Mediterranean Sea, ciguatera is basically non-existent. It's basically non-existent in the Med. In other places, it's a really big issue, which is why in some places moray eels are just a fish you should. So check, check how your local waters are when it comes to ciguatera. This moray eel, it has like a 0.0000001% of ciguatera, basically non-existent. But in other places, it might be a more than 50% likelihood. So do not eat a moray eel in these places. Because if you have ciguatera present, moray eels are one of the most likely fish to get it. Just because they do feed on all kinds of reef fish. And they're comparatively long-lived, so they have time to accumulate the poison. So just be sure what you're doing, you know. This moray eel perfectly safe due to where it was caught. Other moray eels, not so much. just like only because it's delicious, you shouldn't eat every moray. Especially bigger ones. Like this species here grows to about 5 foot in total length. So if you were like in the very southern part of the range, where Ciguatera starts to become a thing, you might only want to eat moray eels up to 3 foot. And let the bigger ones go. Again, not an issue here. Where I caught them, I would eat a 5 foot moray eel, no worries. I'm actually pissed that I didn't land that one eel about 4 foot in length that I missed, because that would have been such good eating. I would have given some beautiful, beautiful steaks. But, you know your poison, literally. Let's see if we can get the skin off. The skin is edible, but yeah. It is a bit tough and leathery, so it'll probably be a tad nicer without the skin. But either way it works. Voila, beautiful fish. Hi there, Willow. What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's get all of these fish nuggets. Beautiful white meat. Although the conger eel is even more white. Whiter than any chicken I know. Nothing. I just have someone who wanted me to be wearing what I'm wearing. Someone I kind of care about, so you know. Kind of care about a lot about her, actually. But honestly, this, I think, we'll just cut this into sections. Yeah. Let's see. I do see where a cleaver would come in handy here. All right. So this is all going into the trash. We'll be having this. have gotten too much salt, so I'm gonna put them into a paper towel to rinse off any excess of brine. And sorry, my nose isn't the best. Yeah, hi Share Bear, what's up? Slap your meat. I'm joking, kind of. Anyway, let's do like what? 250 gram bags. Before I get to the cooking, I might have to go to the bathroom real quick. That's also something I need to readjust. Oh crap, that's really not that much meat to get from these eels. Anyways, this is what it is. That's why I wanted the big Moray eel. Because out of a big eel, you get exponentially more meat. That's why I'm kind of pissed that I lost that big one. But oh well. It probably wasn't as big as a conger, but not that far off. And a big Moray eel would be just beautiful. Anyway. It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is, I guess. Sorry, got a message. Okay, this is what we'll have. All the Moray we'll be having now. Oh crap, this is already... No, that's all of the nuggets. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, there's this little piece that I had hidden. No way. Yeah. This will be the body, the tail pieces, also really good stuff. Anyway. Okay, I'll show you the meat yield out of one medium-sized Moray and one medium-sized Conger. Okay, this is what we're going to be having now. But yeah, meat eel. Moray. Let's give this a quick wipe down. Moray. Only 3 packages because it wasn't a huge eel. And Conger. Each of these packages make 2 meals, by the way. Okay, this might only make 1, but most of them make 2 meals. Conger. Voila. So yeah. Well, eating now. Conger. Moray. And yeah. I'll bring this in the fridge real quick. To the fridge. Let's put them in here in case some of them leak. So we don't get that in the fridge. Look at that. That's a good little mountain of meat. Okay, I'll go to the bathroom real quick. I'll leave my headphones here so you guys don't hear it, but yeah. And I'll bring the fish to the fridge before. See you in a minute. Soon enough. All right, all right. Oh. Oh. Anyway, hi. Anyway, O'Brien can go down the drain. Okay. The stove was already cleaned, but yeah, I'll actually just give it a quick wipe with a little soap. Little dish soap. Anyway. Oh, my hands are too wet. What else is too wet? Let me ask. No. But anyway. I'm sorry. I'm just getting some messages. I hope that they never stop because they're fucking awesome. Uh, oh, fucking hell. Anyway, we got the eel. Yeah, we do. We've already processed most of it, but here's a nice 2 chunks of conger and some Moray nuggets. I lost the really big Moray eels, so you can't really get proper steaks out of the smaller ones, but you know. yeah. It was only like 4 foot, maybe a little more. I still I haven't measured it, but I did take a piece of line next to it. That I can measure anytime now. I just put a piece of line next to it, put a knot in the line, so now I know the length of my fish. But yeah, we don't have enough olive oil, so let's do canola oil. Normally I do olive, but canola also does really well with fish. Anyway. There should be plenty oil. Yeah. Lowering the heat to medium high for 10 out of 14 on my stove. So the conger goes in first. This is the part of the pan where it's more likely to stick. Back here, stuff basically never sticks. So we're gonna be chopping the pieces that won't take as long back there. Because they'll be easier to flip sooner. And now our fish is frying. And I cannot say we've got bigger fish to fry because the other fish we've got to fry are actually smaller. But oh well. Anyway. Oh yeah, baby. We've got no garlic on here, no nothing. Just salt. Anyway. Now it's still stuck. But yeah. Oh crap, I wanted to make some pasta with it. Might be a bit too late now. Or we'll see. Maybe it's going to be too late to eat it together, but I can eat the pasta out of the same pan. After. Anyway. One second, I'll be back. It's all in a minute. Anyway, oh, you need the cable. I need to charge my phone. Okay, this is going to release by itself. I think it's a Conger. First piece, it looks like shaking on it. More like this. Not a bad thing. Okay, that's the bottom release. I will be committing a culinary crime and break the spaghetti. Just because I don't want to use a big pot. I don't have space for another big pot. And honestly, the way I'm gonna eat the pasta, I'm gonna make the pasta, it's gonna break up anyway. So you know. Sorry to all Italians, but it's not gonna be a big difference. It's not really gonna make any difference if I do or break it or not. have a slightly bigger pot that clean it out. Don't it? I do. Actually. Anyway. No, it's not. Never mind. All right. So just using a straw for brine to salt the pasta water. Anyway. It's some good pasta. Okay. Okay. All righty. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Time to flip the conger. This Moray bits are more than done. Huh? Mhm. One second, I've got right here. And I'm gonna drain off some of this water, most of it. Okay. Let's drain these juices here. pasta. Honestly, I think I'll just give the fish a taste test, and then I'll do the pasta stuff off camera. I just use the seasoning juice and add it to the pasta, and yeah, throw it in the pan with some garlic maybe. But anyway, it's gonna be boring anyway from now on to watch. So. Anywho, that checks internal temp. Oh yeah, that's done. Just cranking up the heat a little to get a bit of a sear on there. Let's try some Moray. Wow! Oh my god! I didn't know fish could taste this good. Northwestern Mediterranean Moray eel, Murena Helena, best fish in the world. It's like a chicken and a freshwater eel had a baby, and it got purified through crystals, through diamonds somehow. Like it's so much cleaner than anything you could ever imagine in taste. It's got such a good flavor. It melts in your mouth. Yeah, all I'm going to do now after this is going to put some garlic in here, then dump the pasta in, or half the pasta. And yeah, Conger out, taking the pan off the heat for the moment. Putting it on something that is metal or stone, not wood, obviously. And yeah. I'll do the Conger taste test now, because oh, that is so freaking good. Better than what I had on the water. It looks basically like chicken, but it tastes even better. It has zero fishiness. You couldn't tell this is fish, other than it's softer than even chicken, like more tender. But if you told me this was some kind of an exotic bird, I'd believe you. Beautiful. Okay. Off one. Peace out.